screw that. Always picking up stuff, always. Look out for shit on the road. See, always keep your eyes open, okay? Just riding along. Bed for the night, look. I ain't even joking. You could sleep on it, you could use it as a tarp if it's raining. Rain, not out here. Eucalyptus smells so good. It's like, shit, gecko, killer sized gecko, get away from me. Then after a while, you're like, hello little gecko, do you want something to drink? Are you thirsty? Do you want something to eat? Do you want to ride in my Revelate bag? It's all good. Farmer and his tractor back there doing some making hay. Gave him a wave like just to be like, you know, it feels good, man. Things like that. Probably the wrong farmer to fuck with there. He's like, probably fucking hate cyclists. Right. Top tip. One of P-Roll's top tips. We might include a lot of top tips in this video. When you're going downhill, always stick it in the big ring. Because if you're little ring and down here, lots of chain slap, you know? Your chain can pop off, not good. Snake! 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 Poor fella, look. Telling me someone couldn't see that, swerved around it. You think about it, there's snakes. Snakes, geckos, they're all very boring, aren't they, right? If I was a snake, I'd be like constantly sneaking up people's trouser legs and stuff, you know, shitting them up. That's what snakes are supposed to be about, aren't they? Scary. You know, hiding in people's cupboards and stuff like that, you know. Sneaking on the car. Scaring the living daylights out of folk. So we're just weight training today. Like seriously, like I ain't got my full bike packing kit on, but we're just weight training out and back to, we'll probably go to the Cape. There's nowhere else to go, obviously, from north of there. That is like the most southerly westerly point, like here anyway, right? But you can't get a better place to train on a bike as far as out and back goes with a nice shoulder, right? Okay. Tell me where you can do that at home. You can. All right. The UK's got its bonuses, I suppose, but I'd like to see people sort of say, well, the A38's good for that, you know, like the only thing the A38's good for really, if you're on a mountain bike and you can use the pavement, all right, from Highbridge all the way to like Shoop Shelf or something, because I've done that to get kind of off the road, but you're still close to traffic, aren't you? Where here you've got like a massive shoulder like that. So yeah, so we're running this kit today, running that, not carrying like my main power bank or anything. So we are playing around with the gears, getting used to the weight. Again, if you're going to go out and do like a couple of days tour or something solo, then unless you got support, like why are you going to carry your stuff? All right, you could use a little backpack, and I emphasize on the little, with the littlest amount of weight, otherwise that's going to suck. It's going to be sweaty, it's going to hurt your back, and it's just a nightmare. That's what bike packing bags serve a good purpose for, all right? And unless you're training using bike packing bags and weight, then it is kind of, it's not a waste of time, but it's completely different once you start doing it. And that's the whole point I was making the other day. I was looking at some older YouTube videos of mine, I mean some older ones, 5 or 6 years old. Some of them have only got 40 views. Now, when I say about lost in YouTube every now and again, and I make certain videos, or YouTube can kind of get you a bit like down now and again because you put in so much effort, and like, you've got to ask yourself the question, why have you only got 40 views? Because some of them have got some really good information on there. All right, as much as there's some fluff on my channel, a lot of bullshit, a lot of ruffling of the feathers and fucking around, there's some seriously good stuff as well. All right, I think I've lost count. I must be over 2,500 videos on this channel. All right, so look back and find stuff. All right, there's a lot of stuff which I say there's some newer cyclists reviewing and making videos about now, which, no disrespect, they might have been cycling a reasonably amount a while, 2, 3, 4 years or something, but they're not what you call really experienced cyclists, and they are giving out like information which is a bit shit, and especially with the amount of subscribers they've got, it's kind of pushing people down the wrong road, really, you know. Again, you know, what can you do about that but just keep knocking out your own content? But a lot of stuff, look at that thing now, look. A lot of stuff's pretty simple, it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Someone mentioned about a multi-tool the other day. Look at the tools on a multi-tool, alright? 3/4 of them you don't need on a pretty much a modern day bicycle. Chain breaker, a couple of Allen keys, pretty much strip a bicycle down with that. So they're kind of a waste of money as well. See, solo unsupported riding. Depends what you want to get out of cycling, alright? But someone else might be able to ride distance like you can, or have done. But for me personally, it's always been about the solo riding. That takes a completely different mental approach. If you're doing solo riding, then again, you've got to be fucking off your tits, really, to be honest. It is pretty crazy, I think. And I haven't really done anything that wild, not really. So yeah, if you're supported and you're riding long distance, you're still riding distance, but you're still dealing with mental thoughts and issues and stuff, and you know, your positive versus your negative attitude and stuff. But if you've got a support vehicle and a bunch of other riders and people there supporting you, then you're obviously at an advantage, aren't you? For me, I don't like that, see, I really don't like that. Like the bags I've got on my bike now, if I was to add, let me see, realistically, my winter jacket, waterproof gilet, toothbrush. I shan't include something to sleep on because I could find that on the way home somewhere. My larger power bank, which can charge up my bits and pieces, plus the little one I've got today, that'll give me about like 12 charges on stuff. I've got enough rear lightage to go pretty far, front lights. Probably take a wall charger just in case you needed to charge it off the wall somewhere. But to ride down here from, I think, Portsmouth or Dover, I worked it out, it's about 1,000 miles, give or take a couple hundred here and there, alright? So to say you was to tap that out in a couple of weeks comfortably, maybe 3 if you wanted to, I don't know, diversions, getting lost. Again, it's not flat riding, is it? There's a lot of hills in the way here and there. Oh yeah, spare pair of shorts and some detergent, a couple of strong bags of some kind, right, with none of those like suffocation holes in them, so you can wash the shorts. That's a good tip. Bit of detergent in one of them. You've got your own little washing machine, so you'd have a clean pair of shorts each day. Again, what more do you want? One jersey, maybe one t-shirt, because you know you are strapped for space when you've got bikepacking kit. But then how much do you need? You know, you don't really need that much, not at all. Not at all. Just cycled back, did you see that? Like when you're riding up on that, it doesn't really look too much, but you want to have a watch out for shit like that, because it's actually, I don't know if you can make that out, but that's puncture territory or like broken spoke material. Maybe not so bad on the gritty bit, the gravel part. But yeah, I replaced a couple of spokes. I'll make a whole video about that on my bike the other day. Easy enough to do, it's not hard, folks. If you can change, actually, if you can change, right, an inner tube, you know, take the tyre off, change your inner tube, you can, in theory, put a new spoke on your bike, so I'll show you that. So yeah, I had to sort that out because someone done my rear wheel for me, which was alright for a while, and then it broke. I reckon what they've done is tensioned the whole wheel too much, and you don't really need to. You can just tension one spoke, because again, that spoke broke. The rest of them haven't come loose, have they? So it's trued up pretty good. Win. See, today's hot. This is like, I mean, it's not hot, right? But it's the warmest day than you're going to get anywhere else. But at home is what I'm referring to. You can kind of tell on YouTube sometimes when perhaps people have pinched your titles off of your video and kind of made one for themselves. Maybe it's a coincidence sometimes, but other times I don't think so, quite clearly. You know, they never comment back on your video or give you a shout out for that or anything. But someone did something about riding in a certain heat the other day, and like the temperatures at home, like 40 degrees or like Fahrenheit 70, 80 at home or something, right? It's completely different to riding in this sort of weather over here. Like, you can't fuck about over it. As far as I'm concerned, it gets pretty warm at home, but you can fuck about all right. You're not going to get caught out too much. There's a garage on every corner, isn't there? Not over here, there isn't. This is proper heat. Bike security. Obviously, you can make that as long or as short as you want, and you can stealthily put it places. You can carry 2 or 3 of them. They're light. All these, you know, you're not going to be long. Does the job. Or I have took my chain off before and used that. If you've got a well-used quick link, easy. So yeah, I left at midday. Plenty late enough. I knew I was going to do this and leave at that time, but you know, we're just cruising along touring pace. So if you'd leave, say 5 AM maybe, 5 AM, and done the same pace I have now, it's amazing. You know, it never ceases to amaze me, right? The distance you can travel on a bike when you're just tapping along. You know, 150, 200 kilometer days, loaded up, doable, easily doable. So 2 Cokes, drunk 1 bottle, I'll drink a bit of that one, top that one up with Coke, top it up with some, yeah, just some water. Again, I'm not far to go, so just keep drinking the liquid, you know. Does anyone else have smelly cycling shoes? Because these absolutely stink. It's freezing. I'm not staying here too long. Get fishermen walking down here, usually with big boxes of beer on their shoulders. Every time I get here though, it always stinks of piss. Nice door. Window. I'm actually going to call this video right here. It's coming up to last, boys. So get back, have some pasta, I think. What we've done, I don't know. I haven't checked the Strava. It's not really, it don't really matter. I know where I've gone, what I've done. That headwind was so tough coming out of there. I wasn't even carrying like maximum weight, but a few of those like that. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Go and watch some of my older videos. You know, give them a thumbs up or down if you're that stalker. I got stalker. Thumbs down a stalker. What am I even doing? I reckon someone, it's a fast bit of road here. Someone had a good idea there. They probably put a junction here and then realised it perhaps wasn't on a blind. Actually, they're both blind that way if you're going fast, that way. Check that out. For you photogenic people out there.